are back with another episode, and as you can see, we have a new studio, and looking dope, looking good, looking fresh. We're back with another episode. We have Bodega Cat in the building. Woo, woo, woo. We got Trill Boy.
Yo, what's going on, internet?
And we got a very special guest. We got Nico in the house.
How you guys doing?
Thank you for being on.
What up?
All right. What a fucking week. How are we going to start this off? What are we going to talk about first?
Let me give a little introduction for Nico here.
Yeah.
So Nico and I started off working at the Best Buys together, right?
That's right.
And I think one day we just started talking, and I was like, "Yo, you want to get food or something?" And we got lunch in the food court.
I think it was about computers because
It was about computers or something. We just started nerding out together, and we've been the bestest of friends ever since.
Dope.
You know, been hanging out, drinking.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
Have you ever done a plug for us, like Expired?
Yeah, I used to Expire Considerate, right? Way in the beginning when I used to have another podcast.
Yeah.
But we're still going strong. Me and Nico, we're coming back, ladies and
Otherwise
gentlemen.
known as Dom on the podcast because I can't get my name right.
Dom. So yeah, me and Nico over here, you know, we met at Best Buy. We've been the bestest of friends ever since. And, you know.
I need better friends, yeah.
Wow, thanks. So yeah, but now that we've introduced them.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on.
Oh, no
Thank
problem.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know a lot of not useful information. So let's see.
Yeah, you came to the right place. I mean, we don't know
right
shit either.
podcast.
I mean, our whole concept is we're a couple New Yorkers from different backgrounds, but we're all the same essentially. You know, it's us.
Yeah.
It's New York against the world.
Pretty
you know,
much,
it's
yeah.
us versus them.
New York sucks as a state, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
Yeah.
right now.
It's the worst.
Thank you, Cuomo. Thank you.
worst.
Appreciate
Saying that with so much pride, and it's
Appreciate
just like, we're all trying to get out.
Appreciate you and your nipples.
Oh my God,
God.
pierced nipples. Jesus.
So Jimbo,
Yes, sir.
why are we going to hell this week?
We're going to hell this week? Dude, listen, first in a handbasket. First, I'm going down there. I'll meet everybody there. Listen, I'm going to be joined with thousands of other people, though. Too,
Thousands.
So this week, it was just a shit show in the stock market in Wall Street, and I decided to be a part of that whole situation. It's technically a revolution against the
I
class.
mean, I wouldn't even say it was a shit show. It was a glorious week.
It was just a shit show in general of just all these things that are happening between Robin Hood, but you know what I mean. People covering up for those elite establishments.
Right.
I mean, it's been fluctuating, which creates just they're trying to create chaos.
So you invested,
I did,
right, in some of these companies.
I
Can
did.
I ask you a very funny question?
What?
Did you use your stimulus for that?
No, absolutely not.
No.
It's like giving it back to them.
No.
Like, take your 600 back and give me more.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. With the 600, you really can't buy much.
Yeah.
Can't do shit with
You
it.
can't do that. You can't do nothing. with
Gas
it.
and
do nothing.
groceries.
I don't know why they stopped at 600 or even 2,000. Why not give everybody 20,000? I mean, apparently Congress can afford to give themselves a $200 million raise. I mean,
Yeah,
Listen,
but they haven't stopped their paychecks flowing.
oh
so.
yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
They've been working throughout all of COVID. So why are they getting more money? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Like Cuomo, didn't he give himself a raise?
He's been giving himself a raise.
Yeah.
He's been giving himself a raise.
what
since
has
he's
he
been in
done
office.
but shut shit down?
It's so corrupt. It's so corrupt.
I don't know. He recently just gave himself a raise, I guess, during COVID, right? Or something like that?
You know what's crazy is that, you know, you point out as corrupt. Dude, it's right in front of our fucking faces.
Well, yeah, but nobody has anything to... Because what they do is...
Can you play
What?
What?
my little things, the magical, right,
Dude.
right in front of our faces.
No, but for real, like you have to understand that like all the big corporations and all big media and everything like that is owned by rich people.
Yeah.
And they're
Yep.
all in the same club together. I mean, just look at Congress and the House of Representatives in general. Yeah, they're on two opposite sides, and on TV they might fight. But if you look at cameras with them in there, they have their own secret handshakes. You know, they're talking about each other's lives. They're having
Like you
laughs
said.
together.
It's a club, but they, what was it?
Members only.
No, not. It's a club.
it's a country club and we ain't in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
George Carlin, R.I.P., one of the greatest.
Yeah, he really was. He really was. A lot of the things he said like still rings true.
Yeah.
So what they do is, especially when they are in control of the media, they manipulate our emotions and they keep us on teams. So it is Republican and Democrat because they made things so extreme.
Yep.
Where if you really get down and get dirty with everything everybody believes in, we kind of want the same thing.
Yeah.
We might disagree on like a lot of social things, but like everything else in government, we all want our freedom.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they don't want us to fight for it together because they lose control. That's what it is.
Which is perfect because that's what the whole Reddit, the Wall Street Bets, it was basically everyone together. Mm-hmm. You know, they all decided, it's just a regular small guy. But that small guy punched them in the fucking mouth. Yep. And they were scrambling. Yep. Yeah. And then you had a brokerage firm say, whoa, wait, whoa,
Do you even consider them a brokerage firm?
Who?
They are considered a brokerage firm.
Robinhood.
They are.
They are.
Because they were taking the bets, and only a brokerage firm can force you to buy out if you're losing too much money.
I consider them just another app tycoon. You know?
Well, big business, rich people.
Yeah. And not only that, is that Citadel was one of its biggest clients, and that's the one that came and acquired Melvin Capital. And Melvin Capital, what a shit show. I mean, dude, it just doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, they just don't want people. Listen, like I said, it's a big country club, and they do not want us in there.
Nope.
They don't. And that's why I'm holding until I want them to suffer. Because a lot of people since 2008 and before, 2008, lost their jobs, lost their homes. You know how many people killed themselves because they lost everything because of these type of people?
Yep.
It's our time, baby. It's our fucking time.
I hope so. I hope so.
It is our
people
time.
Just don't let this ride.
It is all
because
time.
now the media is trying to demonize the people, the small people who have been investing in it, and that can turn some people because people are just stupid. You know?
And they believe everything.
Exactly.
They believe everything.
The rich are getting richer, and they want the poor man to just stay where they are.
Well, not anymore. I mean, they lost $70 billion in total
As of Thursday.
As of Thursday, and we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, and the stock market closes.
Now they're
on
scared
Friday,
that they're not going to be able.
So see how much they actually lost on Monday. So it could have tripled.
And that's why it's. So did you buy into any stocks?
No. I was too late.
But you've been watching.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
So Monday is we closed out. I'm gonna say we because we're banding together.
Yeah.
Okay, we are a fucking force to be reckoned with. So we closed out at 320 Monday morning. Dude, it's like a high. It was the past couple of days. Yep. I have been like just highs, low, and then Friday we closed out at 320. Monday, fingers crossed. Let's see the damage we did.
Think it's going to be continued?
Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh no. You still have AMC. You still got people buying into AMC.
Yeah, that's right.
So
AMC.
Let's see by next
and
week.
BlackBerry, but BlackBerry is manipulating their own stock in real time. You see that shit?
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
BlackBerry's smart.
You had that freaking brokerage guy on CNBC crying, literally crying on air because he was losing money.
Oh, the guy, the with the glasses.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
He was like, it's an attack to the wealthy people.
Oh, he's an actual hedge funds manager, and he's worth billions of dollars. And a couple of years ago, he I gotta find his name, but he actually got in trouble for inside trading, and he got caught making like $2.4 million.
Right.
So he's not also, dude. Get the fuck go.
He was literally bitching and complaining
here.
Dude, this is the elites we deal with. You know what I mean? The 1%, whatever you want to call it. They're all in head with each other. I mean, you would expect them to be. It's good business.
Now, I got a question for you guys. I mean, I don't know how heavily, if you know about the stock market, but do you think that the CEO and all those chair members, those board members, are going to go to jail for the decision that they make?
No.
You don't think so?
They're not going to go to jail.
No,
Congress is going to hold hearings on this shit. Who knows what they're going to do?
So my thing is,
they have so much power that they could force a stock market crash if they lost a lot of money, and they just want to get it, and they could get a federal bailout. There you go. They reverse everything that we did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, man. I'm going to be positive.
The only thing that's stopping that is that everybody's aware of it. It's big news now. Until it starts dying down, let's say if we continue doing this and it's not like big news anymore because something else happens, then they could get away with it. But because all eyes are on them and they're worried that they're losing money, they're acting rash. Yeah. The more rash they act, the more stupid they look, and the more people are going to band together.
Yeah.
Like I said, depending on what... What?
I miss you, man. I miss you. I crave you.
But it's just like you have to think like everybody needs to wake up. Like you can't just sit this one out and be like, oh well, because this side thinks this, I'm gonna think the other. You know, that's not it anymore. It's not about color. It's not about political party. It's literally the high class taking advantage of the middle class and the lower class.
Yep.
You know, you want to talk about poverty? It's because they've been making money off of us doing all the stock market manipulation that we're doing to them now. That they're getting all pissy. You know, when rich people make money, it's called business. When poor people make money, it's called violence.
Yep.
So freaking stupid.
This is what I always sum it up to be, and I've been saying this the whole week. The whole week, I mean, I freaked out because I was buying I was buying and selling off of Robinhood.
Yeah.
Right. And when they prevented me from buying into fucking GameStop, I lost my shit.
I think there's
bugged out.
class action lawsuits on them right now.
Two of them. I lost my shit. I go, what the fuck? And then they started limiting.
Yeah.
How many shares you can buy?
One or whatever.
It went to 5, and then they realized, oh, motherfuckers are really buying. We're gonna short you to 1.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
A free market, right?
Free market.
A free market. You know, people want to complain that capitalism doesn't work. We haven't had a free market in a long time. If we had a free market, it would still work. Like it's ridiculous.
Listen, I'm glad that the hedge funds are taking a hit, and I'm glad that they're freaking out. But you know who I don't want to come on top on this?
Who?
GameStop. Fuck them. They deserve to suffer.
I know you say that, but
I hate them.
It's a revolution, bro. So it don't matter who it is.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
I don't want them
listen,
coming on top.
If a hedge fund had 80% of shorts invested into GameStop, there's a reason why they selected it. They found out, holy shit, this company has 80% of shorts in that stock. They're like, if we all just buy in, these guys are gonna hurt. Sure enough, it went from $7 billion that they lost to now it's like, in total, people lost 70. Yeah, granted, there's some people that lost money. Feel bad for you, but it is what it is. You're a casualty of war.
That's it.
You're a casualty of war.
It comes down to is the internet wins again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't win for long though.
No. For a short minute.
It's a short
We're here for a
sprint.
good time, not a long time.
But this is one of those things that if we're really going to win, we have to stick to it.
Yeah.
We can't let them manipulate the market.
Yeah,
because
we gotta
if Congress is going to have hearings on this, they can change laws.
Oh yeah,
Like that. And that's why
exactly.
this week is very important
Very
and crucial
important, yep.
because by next week or in 2 weeks, Congress could get together and be like, all right, we're going to change the rules.
Right.
For the establishment.
Yep.
And then we're gonna be locked out. They're gonna be like, you know what? Hey, Robinhood, you gotta close your shit down. Now we don't have another. I mean, we have other options to go to broke. We have to
smaller ones.
Then they're gonna limit to where we go. It's all gonna be bullshit. But if we can fucking take money from them now, this week,
Do it.
Fuck you.
Gotta go all in.
It's all
in.
a message. It's like the Joker. I'm only burning my half, and I just want to see. I want to make a statement. That's it. That's it.
Yep. That's it.
We've dealt with so much shit, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
For real, man.
I'm assuming. How old are you? 30?
No.
How old are you? Younger?
27.
You're 20. Oh wow, you're young, huh?
He's a baby.
I mean, but you lived through most of the crisis like with us. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's like all these different crises and dude, we seen recently the biggest wealth transfer during a pandemic. Come on, man. Come on. When is the small guys gonna win? This is our chance. That's it. It's our chance.
I mean, we have to win this one. Like the more power they take from us, like they look stupid. The establishment because they're already taking away so many rights, especially with the vaccine and COVID and everything.
I love
literally just a tool that they're using. But I mean, it's up to us. You know, we have to educate people. We have to tell people. Don't just sit around and let this happen. If somebody doesn't know about it, it's your duty to learn about it and tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what they don't want.
Yep.
And everybody's interested. My buddy texted me today. He goes, "What's going on with stocks? I'm interested. I want to buy in."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, you're kind of a little bit too late. Just sit there. There's eventually going to be another raid on some type of company that people are going to buy into,
And then you jump on that.
you jump on that instantly. That AMC though." Fingers crossed,
You think
bro.
he's gonna blow up on Monday?
Friday, when it was it was just going, and then it had a hard dip, but it was going up. It was almost at $16 a share. If that can go like GameStop went in a week, I'm retiring from my fucking job.
Here's what I'm worried about. The establishment hides a lot of shit from us. They could technically hide the stock market from us too.
Yeah.
The actual rates. You know what I mean? So that's what I think happened with AMC. They saw AMC going the GameStop way, and they were like, "Oh, let's not tell people that it's actually going that way. Let's make it look like it's going lower when it's really not." Nobody will know.
Nobody, yeah. People are just gonna buy into it and not pay attention.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the dangerous part. Because have you been on the Reddit page?
No.
Wall Street Bets. Yeah, I've been on it almost every single day. So everybody's saying buy and fucking hold. Do not sell. Do not sell.
Hold the
Do
line.
not sell. Hold the fucking line. Hold it and just keep holding it.
Yep.
And what do people do? They get fucking scared.
Yep.
They look at them. They watch CNBC, CNN.
That's it.
Oh, and then they want to tell you what to do with your money.
Exactly.
They're like, you don't know what. You don't know what you're doing. You're taking a high risk. You could lose
looking
all
out
your
for
money.
you.
You think people fucking care about that? It's more if you went on Reddit, you would see people don't fucking care.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna throw in as much as I want, and if I'm willing to lose it, I know the risk I'm taking. I'm just doing it to fuck you all in the fucking ass, bro.
It's my money. Let me spend it the way I want.
Exactly.
You can't tell me what to do.
Free
Why?
market.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is the perfect example of a free market society. And now with Robin Hood, you piece of shit, cocksucking motherfucker, bro. I hope you get locked up for fucking 30 years. That motherfucker. And he literally, and they asked him, do you have a liquidity problem? No, we're good. We're solid. Then you get $1 billion overnight. $1 billion overnight like that.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Where did that $1 billion come from, bud? Come
Yep.
on. And right in front of our fucking faces.
Yep.
Right in front of our faces.
Listen, they need to
crazy.
be careful because if they push too hard and take away too much rights for us to have the free market, we're gonna have another Wall Street protest.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Easy.
Some people are gonna be jumping out the windows, committing suicide
Oh my God.
all over again.
But hey, we hurt their pockets. They don't get afford. They won't be able to afford fuel for their yacht. So that's fine.
Nope.
That's okay with
That's
me.
it.
You ain't going to fucking.
Where's Bernie Madoff when we need him right now?
Bird.
We need you.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Speaking of bad people in the world, what's up with Cuomo?
Yeah, he's
What?
What's up with Cuomo?
What? With him and falsifying or stating the wrong numbers?
Wait. I have a question for everybody. Do you like Cuomo?
Do I like him? No.
Yeah. Do you like Cuomo? Do you like Cuomo?
No, it's the Tappan Zee Bridge forever.
It always will be.
Tappan Zee Bridge forever.
Always the Tappan Zee.
No matter who I ask, they say they don't like Cuomo, and I've asked a lot of people. How does this fucker still get voted in? Is that corrupt in itself?
I
a
don't-
You know
lot
what I
of
mean?
delusional
it.
people.
Yeah,
in the city especially.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. The city's all fucked up, but
And how's he winning Emmys? What the hell?
Black Lives Matter was nominated for the Peace Prize.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The Nobel Peace.
Yeah, the Nobel Peace Prize, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but with Cuomo, I mean, this guy made horrible decisions.
Yeah.
Omitted people who died with the virus off his decision to be like, oh, we don't want you in the hospitals. We're going to go and bring you back to the nursing home while people were sick and killed more people.
Yeah.
The guy's an asshole.
He's a hypocrite.
An asshole.
He's a hypocrite. He was saying, "Oh, now we need to open up because people are losing their homes, they're losing their jobs." Trump was saying that for like a whole year.
Yeah.
And now you agree with him? Like, wait,
now he's opening up. Yeah.
Wait. So you're saying he was right the whole time? I thought that was impossible.
Yeah. And now we're doing restaurants 50%.
Yeah, like I said last night.
don't
Last night
understand.
we were she's hungry. We got another special guest. We got Lola in the house.
Got Lola.
Little dog. She's yelling at Kenny.
She wants attention. That's why.
She's getting angry about the whole Cuomo thing. She
Yeah.
even don't
She's
like
like,
Cuomo.
yeah, I didn't
She
vote
even
for
don't
him.
like Cuomo.
Fuck Cuomo.
But
what?
we were able to be on our friend's podcast, the Two Do Men, and their political podcast is a liberal and a Republican, and they talk about, politics and their views and stuff, and they still be friends after the
That's how it's
conversation.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
The media makes it sound like that can't happen.
Yeah,
They're like, no, that can't happen.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Yeah, so we were able to be on there, and they were saying some valid points. Like it's this guy, people believe anything. They believe anything.
Yeah.
They pick sides, and they're gonna go down fighting. You know what I mean?
Right,
so it's like, where do we go from here? How does you're right. How does he keep getting in? Like it's just like who is voting for him?
Like how?
It almost puts into perspective like the whole like voting and everything like that.
Yeah.
They might have been taken advantage of for longer than we can even think of.
Yeah.
At this point, they just been giving one side wins just to make it look like it wasn't that suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely insane, but it's just on a basis of policy. Like it always just goes one way, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And like you said, I mean, there are people who just are born for a certain party. Like the whole family is that party, and they just stay in that party. That's not what it's meant to be.
No.
Like it's not a religion.
No.
I mean, it's a religion now. Technically, the way people treat it, it's a fucking religion.
Yeah.
But it's not a religion. You know, just because I have a different opinion than you doesn't make me evil or more good than you. You know what I mean?
You should be able to sit down, have a conversation, and you could agree to disagree and walk away and be like, you know what, I respect you for how you view things and be able to be civil. That's what this country is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be one side against. Did you see? I mean, this is crazy. I don't even know how she got away with this, but during the week when Robin Hood did their shit, AOC was like, we need to figure this out. Ted Cruz is like, I agree with AOC, you know? And she's like, oh, I'm glad he agrees with me, but I'm still not going to sit down because they try to have me killed. What?
Oh my god!
It's a game.
But she didn't get it. Like nobody gave her any fucking blowback. Like
also,
nothing.
You know, when it comes to those protests in general, right? When BLM was protesting and all this other stuff, like nobody villainized them. You know what I mean? The Capitol riots, everybody agrees that they're criminals on both sides. So what does that say? You know what I mean? It's almost like you have one side playing dirty and the other side refusing to, which makes them both wrong, in my opinion, because the other side is just letting themselves be taken advantage of. And then when you want to talk about the politicians in power, they're all corrupt. Like, there's no good side, there's no bad side. There might be a few that are good, but for them to stay there, they have to play the game with them.
They got to play ball.
It's almost like AOC, right? Let's say she really, really wanted a universal health care, right?
Yeah.
She could have forced a vote. Or when Nancy Pelosi was up for re-election to get universal health care, but she chose not to. She didn't choose not to, not because she didn't want to do it. She chose not to because, God forbid, if she were to do that and Nancy Pelosi would get her hitmen on her, she would be done. The media would start villainizing her like you wouldn't believe. She would be done. Her career's over. She just started in Congress. Her career's over. So you have to play the game. But now comes into question, why are people who are so corrupt and are taking advantage of us in office in the first place? How do they keep getting voted in? Is it because we're voting them in because we have no choice? That shouldn't be how it is.
Money.
If you're a public fucking servant, you shouldn't be able to make more than $100,000 a year. I'm sorry, that's it.
Money.
And if you do make $100,000 a year, no matter what it is, whether it's your spouse, or your business, or anything else, you're out of there, or you're going to jail.
Yeah.
You know, if $100,000 isn't enough for AOC to live in New York City, well, you need to change New York City, don't you? You know, you need to make the rent cheaper, don't you? But no, because of the way things are, they're in their thrones. They don't need to do anything. They just need to play theater for everybody to watch.
It's all
exactly what you said yesterday.
We called it yesterday. All this stuff.
It's all theater.
Even with the 2000 stimulus bill. They combined $600 to $1,400, and it was like, that's the 2000. No. You didn't say that. You said you're going to give people $2,000 checks. And also, you're taking a long time discussing this.
Right.
But in 2008, when the banks needed to be bailed out, they did it within 24 hours.
Quickness.
Within 24 hours.
Like that, yeah.
So now when the American people need to be bailed out a little bit, we're 9 months. We're going to hold back. Nancy, we'll hold back. It's all political theater. They do not give a fuck about people. They don't care.
I get it, but like let's say we go into like conspiracy realm, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that they give away let's say they don't give us any money. Like let's say they had a stimulus bill and they gave all the money out to other countries. We didn't get shit.
Did you say conspiracy?
Yeah, that's where we're going.
I think the FBI deleted it off my thing. There we go.
There you go. He's got the tinfoil hat.
That's it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna read my mind. I'm gonna be canceled. Never mind. They're not gonna monetize this video.
We'll be canceled together. Trust me.
Lizard people.
We don't censor free speech over here.
But you know, like let's say the U.S. loses its spot as a superpower, right? They're in jeopardy too.
Of course.
So. Is it because they're not thinking long term? Like, is that what it is? Is it that all these corrupt politicians just want money now? They want it right now. They don't give a shit about anything else. But like, are they not worried about their family afterward? Like, I'm confused to how that works. Because in the same sense, right? Like for any normal person who knows about this stuff, if you're going to make a policy, the policy cannot be short term. The policies need to be able to last at least 2 decades. You know, it needs to have yes. If it's going to have a detriment to society in the beginning, it better have one hell of a benefit, and it better be pretty much like it's going to happen. You know what I mean? But a lot of the policies they make are just like wishy washy.
Yeah.
You know, and in some way they always end up with more power, more money. But if they give away all this to a conspiracy, now I'm going to get to conspiracy, like China. Let's say China were to become the next superpower. There you go.
China.
They lose power.
Yep.
China's not going to say, "Oh, you guys are in charge." They're going to be the first ones they kill. So, yeah, you know, it's like, what do you want? What do you really want?
Where do you go from here? Where's the end term? Like, where's the end goal?
There is no.
There's no America first. It's more of personal interest.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying. It's a valid point. Like, they're not worried about the future of the country and the people. They're worried about themselves and their future and their wealth.
Yep.
And it all goes
elite.
down to wealth. It all goes down to money.
The elite.
So how did they try to kill AOC?
They didn't.
No,
They didn't.
it was just.
They didn't. It was just.
She's afraid for her life.
It's
all
a
of sudden?
stupid statement.
Yeah. In a sense, she's afraid for her life because she's afraid for her career.
Yeah.
How?
It's like a metaphor.
If she were to really push the policy that she wants, then the establishment would oust her. Exactly. They would find some way to get rid of her.
She's sitting at home playing Among Us. She's got nothing to worry about.
No.
No. She would. She could be kicked out of You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if the establishment doesn't back her, she might lose a lot of votes because of that.
So she has to play the game.
Because the establishment is the media, so she needs to play a game. Yeah, she pushes really far left, and you could tell they're not so happy with that. When they're in power, at least, they're
They can't
not so
stand
happy
her.
with that.
They can't.
Oh,
They
hate
don't
her.
like
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
They don't like her at all.
At all.
But they have to appease those people that want those policies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which are, you know...
It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And then where do you go from here? Because she ran on a lot of things like, you know, healthcare and stuff like that. And then when she had the fucking perfect opportunity to do so, completely sided with.
Exactly.
So it's like...
And people don't see that. You know what I mean? If people were really paying attention, they would see that. But they don't.
They don't. Like this guy.
Sounds like Littlefinger.
We were talking.
I'm
We were talking
oblivious.
about yesterday. We were having a conversation about Trump's impeachment, and this guy was like,
Oblivious.
while Trump's speech with people being there, he's like, "There's people. So were there people in the inauguration?"
Oh, my God.
So I was like, Kenny's the dog that's
not
sitting at the
political.
table, and the fire's all around him, and he's like, "This is fine."
This is fine.
When we
This
did
is fine.
Expired, it was hard for me to get into politics because he didn't know too much.
We did good on gun control.
No, we did. Well, on policies, we did good. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about politics in general. It was almost like I'm not making fun of you right now.
No.
But I'm just saying, like,
I
it's
fully
kind of
admit.
nice when you have a friend that doesn't pay attention.
I'm
to
not a
shit.
political person.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
That's
when it comes
Kenny.
to that. But
Windows shut down.
I didn't talk about it, not because I didn't want to so much, but because I would have to explain a lot, and I'm not really good at explaining things, if I'm being completely honest.
I need to watch Schoolhouse Rock again.
Bro, when he
Don't
said,
change. Like, I'd rather have friends that don't talk about
bro, when we were
politics,
talking
but-
about the Trump rally, and he was like, did people show up to the inauguration?
Yeah.
No, that's a different thing. But good try. A for effort. We should,
Do people
start
actually go
making.
to the Capitol every year?
We should
every 4 years?
We should make participation trophies for you.
Yeah.
Can we make segments of just dumbest
I'm
things?
gonna buy certificates and just hand it to you every episode. Here you go.
Like,
The gold star the teacher used to give you. Here you go.
I'll accept
Got
it.
5.
Listen, I'm a
We'll have a wall, a participation wall for Kenny.
Hey, mommy, I'm smart. Mommy, Hey, mommy, I'm smart.
Participation
Listen, I
award.
did appreciate it because
today.
listen, I like to play stupid. I like to play. You know, I don't want to have any hand in politics. I don't give a fuck. Like whatever happens in my life, it doesn't generally affect me.
I understand that, but at the same time, we should at least have some like basic knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I have a look. So like,
you not knowing about the inauguration, that's pretty bad.
no, it's pretty
Because
funny.
it is your life. You know what I mean?
Very
You know,
funny.
it's his life, but he also works for the federal government.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
Yeah.
even funny.
You know what I mean? So
That's
it,
even funny.
it affects you more than it will affect us.
Yeah.
Well,
10 times because
Did
you're
I-
already in.
did I ever tell you about the statement that I made that someone got severely pissed off? They were a complete anti-Trump person, right? And I've said this before. I don't like Trump. I don't like him. But I did vote for the man because he did give me a pay increase. And this bitch was like, "Are you serious? that's why you voted for him? I was like, listen, if it's me versus you and this guy's helping me out, sorry.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Yeah.
I was like, I have she goes, what about this? What about that? I was like, I don't know anything else about his campaign. All I know is the man gave me more money and he wants to give me more money. Okay, you got my vote.
That's it.
I mean, that's a simple, yeah.
I'm a simple
You're
man.
a real
with
life
simple
little finger.
needs.
Before
I'm a little finger.
You're a real life little finger.
we can talk about the impeachment. Before we get there, it's Trump was one of the. If he would have, he wasn't really a Republican president.
No.
To be completely honest.
No.
He brought the right closer to the left, closer to the middle. I mean, at that point.
Right.
But people don't praise him for that. I mean, if they would have, I'm sure more people would have came to the middle, which would have been a good thing. But he was probably the closest we would have gotten to an independent president, in all likelihood.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get anywhere near that close again.
No,
We're gonna have freaking
definitely not.
psychopaths on both sides from here on out.
The rent is too damn high.
But
They had it out for him since day one. They never gave
because
him.
he wasn't part of their club. That's why.
Yeah.
He was a guy who literally
sit
got
with us.
rich on his own. I mean,
I give the Republicans credit because when he was running and they were like, this guy's not going to win.
Don't give the
They were like,
Republicans
huh?
credit.
No, I'm saying I'm going to give
I
them.
fucking hate them.
I'm going to give him credit for the fact that when he was running, they were like, oh, this lunatic's not going to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once he started winning, you know what they did? They said, all right, we're going to have to band around this psychopath. And they literally were like, all right, we'll push you. You're our nominee. They did.
I don't want to say that he got the nomination because he was very popular. Like as a whole, he was a very populist guy. Like people just liked him because he was giving it to the establishment pretty much. But they were very careful around him because they are part of the swamp. Yeah. Not all of them. On a moral standpoint, the right does have more things good than the left. By a pretty large margin. But his problem was that he ran as a Republican. Maybe he wouldn't have won if he wasn't, but because he did, the swamp ran so deep. I mean, there was a reason why he was firing people that wasn't his family when he was in office. That was the reason. Mm-hmm. Everybody was corrupt. They were all talking to each other. So I mean, you have to think about it. Like if you were president, like you'd probably be 10 times worse than him if you had to deal with all that shit. You're seeing the corruption right in front of you. And you're not, and you can't yell at them.
So,
I mean, like
compared to with
I'd
Trump,
be shooting people in the White House. Kidding me?
So when Trump won the popular votes and people were like, we want this guy, they were like, you know what, we have no choice, we have to push him. Not like the Democrats when they ousted Bernie multiple times.
Oh,
Right,
man.
right,
The
right.
DNC showed once again
There's a
how
reason for that,
corrupt.
though. Republicans never had a populist type of deal like that. They never did.
Yeah.
They literally ran on policy alone. So
Yep.
they never had a likable personality until Trump.
Yeah,
The Democrats have been running on that for a long time.
yeah,
Yep.
So they're kind of used to it.
Yeah.
Now you also have to look at it this way. Like if you don't like the Electoral College, then I want you to look at what do they call it when they voted for Hillary? What was it called? The
popular vote,
No, not the popular vote. The when they pick who they want.
electoral votes,
No, not electoral votes.
Uh,
Oh
delegates,
my God.
No.
Super delegates.
super
There you
delegates.
go.
Yeah.
Republicans haven't used super delegates since before Reagan, which is basically saying all of the Democrats that are in power or all the Republicans in power get to choose out of the nominees who they want to run. Not the people, they do. Bernie didn't run because the super delegates wanted Hillary. Joe Biden because they wanted Joe Biden. It wasn't because he really was the worst choice, to be honest.
They don't want Joe
Yeah.
Biden. They want Kamala. They don't want Joe.
Oh yeah, 100%. I hate that.
It's
bitch.
not
Oh, yeah.
gonna-
And my girl Tosi took her out. That's my girl right there.
I was so mad, bro. Tulsi was
girl
the
right there.
fucking.
She still is.
She is, yeah. She's still calling people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She literally still calls them out, and she said like, Congress is like high school. It's
It
ridiculous.
literally is. It's a whole popularity contest.
I really would have voted for.
In a heartbeat.
Tulsi would have
In a
gotten my vote.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, I would have voted for her. She just has a good head on her shoulders. But you also have to consider, too, because she has too much of a good head on her shoulders, how much could she actually get done if she has to face a swamp? That's what you got to weigh out.
Yep.
I mean, with what we had, Trump was the better option if we had to choose between the two. Because even though all the shit he had to go through, he still did expose them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
did,
we're
yep.
still seeing it today, how much he exposed them.
Yep.
I mean-
I got a question for you. So now, how do you drain the swamp? Where do you start? I mean, it's a hard question with multiple answers.
Controversial opinion, just fucking bomb will know.
Wait, is Pence Shrek in the swamp saying this is my swamp and you don't want to get out?
What do you mean?
Pence.
What are you talking about?
Pence.
No, he's donkey.
He's donkey.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about in the swamps. He's putting the analogy with Shrek because Shrek lives in the
Shrek was in the
swamp.
swamp and he didn't want to get out of the swamp. It's his swamp.
Dude, you lost me, bro.
No.
I'm so
Pence was a
lost.
puppet in the whole thing.
All right.
It almost felt like he was put in place to keep an eye on Trump.
But didn't you say something yesterday that he did the right thing or something?
Yeah,
Like
so my buddy was like, he was saying that when Pence voted against the electoral, when they had that hearing,
Yeah.
he literally did his constitutional
He did.
duty.
He did.
I mean,
He
he
did.
followed.
He
You
did.
can't. So my friend was trying to move the lines of the law. Like, oh well, he could have just said fuck that. It's like, no, when you take an oath, you're taking an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States.
Right,
Like
right,
you
right.
have to follow that.
But here's where you have to throw the stick in the mud. The left is allowed to play by their own rules, and the right has to play by their rules, and it's never consistent. So I mean, when you want to talk about the last election, there was evidence, and there was a bunch of videos on it. If you were so sure Joe Biden won, why not just appease them? You know, you want to do your constitutional right, and you don't want people pissed off. Why don't you just appease them? But like, let's look into it.
Yeah.
We know he won. We're sure he won. Let's look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just appease them. But because they didn't, I mean, how are you not supposed to think there was corruption?
Yeah.
You know, it only went on one side. Like, I mean, how can any normal person look at that and be like, oh yeah, well they're right. There was no fraud. Like it's, I'm sure there was fraud. No matter, like, even if it was a little bit or a lot, like it could change the whole results of the election. Like that's a whole nother story. But because there was fraud in general, why not just appease them? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would definitely want that, right? And the right would probably give in to that too. You know, it's sickening. And then now with the whole stock market, because now the elites are losing money, that they're villainizing us. They're villainizing us, but not just us, everybody.
Yep.
And that's where they're going to make their big mistake.
Oh yeah. They already made the mistake.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They already fucked up. They already crossed the line. Because you have
I'm just worried about bailouts. I'm worried about them crashing the stock market because of this.
it went down 600 points.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I'm worried about it. I'm worried about
it
it.
reminds me of that scene in Big Daddy when he slams the soup can.
Yeah.
He's like, stock market went down 6 points.
No, but like for real, because they have enough power and pull to just do it spontaneously if they really, really wanted to. And then say, well, because we have no money, we can't give anybody jobs, and then we can't push money around the economy. So I guess you guys are screwed unless you give us a bailout. Then what?
Start over again.
Yep.
Restart, system restart,
Yeah,
reboot, get the fuck out, and that's when I think the revolution actually starts.
We're in a revolution.
No, right now, yeah.
We're in a revolution. I think more people just need to really get out of the mind that you're on a party and actually see things for what they are. And I think way more people would be on the right side, not the right, but like the good side.
America.
That's it.
That's it. That's
it.
the side we're on. America. Decent living.
That's it. I mean, all these social things they want to push, it's like, I don't care. It has nothing to do with my life. You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't care. It has nothing to do with me, by all means. Once you start taking my tax money out, now it affects me.
Yep.
So why the fuck you doing
Why
that?
is my tax dollars going to abortions in Mexico City?
But that's it, exactly.
No, how do you have a relief bill that is brought to the floor and we're giving fucking $500 million to Israel?
More than that.
For what?
I mean, there was multiple,
Wasn't one of them for like gender equality?
No,
Do
that was
you
in
know
Pakistan.
The county.
Do you
of
know
fish.
that there
right?
are no transgender over there because they get stoned to death?
Good.
But now here's
Let them live their lives. That's how
here's
they
the
wanna do
problem
it.
with us giving money out to other countries. There's no line of custody of the money we give them. They can say that we're going to use it toward gender equality over there. How the fuck are we going to know?
No, that money gets lost.
They get
Exactly.
lost.
Oh no,
Hey,
it's
that
going
money-
to some
Yeah,
Saudi-
exactly.
Some way gets back into their pockets.
Exactly.
I've been saying that. Once we give someone money, where does that money really go?
Exactly.
Do we have a close eye on it? No.
No.
So once we give it to, and then it just stops. There's no trickle. There's no.
No.
It falls right off the radar.
It's going to whoever holds the power in that country,
Yep.
and that's, I think, all that money that was being allocated to all those countries is for their personal interest. They know who it's
of course
going
it
to.
is.
Yeah.
They know who's going.
Look at COVID in general, right? all the small businesses had to close their doors. Big businesses were allowed to open because they were essential, right? Now, let's take Best Buy, for example.
Correct.
Okay? Best Buy canceled some of their services, but they also canceled the transportation companies they were using for like Geek Squad to get things over there. So now Geek Squad personnel actually had to do it. They didn't get a raise. They actually lost hours to go and do that. So who gets to pocket all that money?
Best Buy.
Well, there you go. Yeah. And who does Best Buy have to think for that? Politicians making the choices. And where does that money go? They are literally, throughout COVID, they have been redistributing all the money between themselves to make themselves richer. I'm sure it's the same thing with the COVID bill that went to other countries. You don't know. I mean, look at the whole Biden deal with his son. His son didn't just go there for nothing. You know what I mean? That money was going through his son, and maybe it didn't show up in his bank accounts at all. But the son he was probably like, "Hey, son, I need some money. Can you loan me $1 million?" So I was like, "By all means, I have $20 billion right here." Yeah,
go,
Dad. Thanks to you.
Offshore accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swedish.
Yep.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Go straight to Switzerland.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm all fucked up. I'm high on fucking shrooms and all that, or whatever he does.
Yeah.
Crack cocaine, whatever he does. He's like, I'm all fucked up. I got a shit ton of money I have to give you guys.
That's it.
Yeah, sure, no, we'll take it. That's it. You're not gonna find that money.
Nope.
They got it somewhere else.
Offshore accounts.
How does Joe Biden have 5 houses? You understand what I'm saying?
And an island.
He has an island too? There's
Yeah.
no way. He has an island?
Yeah, the island that's right right next to Epstein's island.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
They're neighbors.
Yeah.
They wave
That's
to each
right.
other.
That's right.
No way.
You know that?
No.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. That's sketch as fuck,
Send
bro.
some of those
Now,
14-year-olds.
that a certain side's in power, I don't think we're going to see the Epstein thing.
No.
Nope.
No.
What?
So what happened to Epstein's wife all of a sudden? Now, remember she got
wait.
COVID?
They were burying that.
That-
They were burying that.
So
she's still alive. She's still there.
alive. Okay.
Who knows what they did with all
She
the
caught
evidence?
COVID.
Is she in
Who knows what
custody?
they
She
did with
caught
all the
COVID.
evidence?
Is she
Who
in
knows what they
custody?
did with all the evidence? Who knows?
She has the black books because Epstein was a smart man. He handed down his records and all that generation to generation.
I
So
don't think he's
like,
dead.
No, if something happens to me, my wife gets it. If something happens to my wife, my kids get it.
No,
But I don't think he's
simple.
dead though.
I think he is.
You think he's dead?
I think he's
They
dead.
killed him.
I think with all the blackmail he was smart with the blackmail. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
With all the blackmail they have, he was too much of a risk to keep alive. Way too much of a risk. Because it wasn't just that he had the evidence, he was there. He saw everything. Whether he was part of it or not,
a prime
he could
witness.
literally say who was there and who wasn't.
He had information.
Yeah.
And they were like,
That's it.
himself.
He was
Yeah.
too much of a risk. His wife, yes, she has his records, but she was there for here and there. They could argue about, were you really there? Are you just lying to try and get this person? Easy. There you
No,
go.
but
Screwed.
apparently he had clauses that he set up with his lawyers when all this was going down. Epstein was a smart man. This man kept
he was.
records.
He was
records
he was a
of
sick
all
person,
this
but yeah.
information. Yeah, he was a sick individual, but
Yeah.
he knew, like, after day one of touching a little girl, he was just like, damn. He's
Yeah.
like, there's these politicians out here doing the same thing I'm doing. Maybe I should keep track of this just in case.
yeah.
No,
Just
he
in
did it from
case.
day one.
Right.
That motherfucker did not take
So
any
he was
chances.
smart. He knew.
did that shit from day one.
So now
Well, I mean, how else are you going to deal with powerful people like that?
Yeah.
You know?
He's
you
like,
can't
oh,
have morals when you deal with people like
you
that.
want
I'm
you want
sorry.
to touch little kids? Okay, all right. I have you on record touching this little girl. You want to give me some money? Oh,
No,
okay, thank you.
no, not right away. He waited.
The
Oh, yeah.
perfect example I always say is the guy from England that's in the royal family.
Yeah.
The brother of
No, he wasn't the brother.
The son?
Wasn't he
The
one,
son, right?
He was the one that was related with Diana. Princess
Yeah.
Diana.
Yeah.
yeah, I
She
forgot
ever
what his name
queen?
is.
I don't- Was she queen?
I think it's the queen's son, one of her sons.
Yeah, no, the
yeah.
one that was supposed to take over.
Uh,
the
His son. I didn't know what you're talking about.
the father of the royal family now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
He was there. And people think that, conspiracy theory, people think that because Diana knew what was going on was why she was killed.
Car accident.
Same thing with Kennedy.
What
He
about
literally
MJ?
said almost exactly what Trump said when Trump left office. You know that, right?
Kennedy, bro.
They're not after me, they're after you. I'm just standing in the way. Kennedy said something along those lines. He said, there's a plot to take all the rights away from the American people, and I'm going to try to stop that. That was one of the last quotes he ever said before he got killed.
Yeah, there was 2 snipers. I don't care what anyone says.
The mafia killed
There
him.
was 2.
The mafia killed him definitely, 100%.
There was 2.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the older Kennedy. What wasn't that one? It was one of the sons afterwards
Oh,
that
okay.
died before he was
one
even.
Oh, Rob
Died-
Kennedy?
The one that died in the airplane?
Yeah.
Jack
Okay.
Jack Kennedy, right?
I think so.
What a terrible luck that family has.
And there was
terrible
conspiracy theories saying that he's like really not dead, and like Trump was like talking about him, and he was gonna like come out of nowhere and be like, "Surprise, motherfuckers!"
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
It's insane. It's insane that all this stuff's out there. There's so much evidence for like a lot. I mean, evidence is what leads to conspiracy theories because people just take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you take it to a ground level, like it's just it's almost obvious.
and
Yeah.
yet,
that
and
there's
yet,
some weird shit going on.
and yet somehow Tekashi 6ix9ine is still alive, running around New York streets.
because he paid people.
Yeah.
The only reason that he was able to go around the streets talking shit is because he went to the local gangs and he paid them off. And this is actual facts. He paid them off for protection. It's the only way he got away with it. They were like, "Oh yeah, you want to go around acting tough, talking shit? Yeah, no problem. Give me $1 million and we'll protect you."
that's crazy.
And they let him do it.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to go to
Still out
L.A.,
here.
Chicago,
Yeah.
New York. Nobody's gonna touch him because he's already in cahoots with
Yeah.
the local gangs.
Smart. And Lil Wayne's out of jail.
Well, he got pardoned.
He got pardoned.
That's it.
That's such a weird pardon.
Yeah.
It is.
That's such a weird
No, you know who else was weird? Kodak Black, right?
Yeah.
Kodak Black was. Who cares about Kodak Black?
No, but the funny one was Tiger King. He was
Joe Exotic should have
literally
been
getting
pardoned.
ready. He literally
There was a limo outside
scheduled
for
a
him.
limo to pick him up, and he found out he wasn't getting
He
pardoned.
wasted money on a fucking limo. Imagine he had like the cell with the window and the limo's just right there,
Yeah, tiger.
and he's just looking out. He's like, "All right, this any second."
No,
any
he's that.
second,
He's the Squidward meme when he's looking outside and
it's
he
with
sees SpongeBob. That's right.
celebrating.
He had a tiger in the limo waiting for him.
Did his wife ever like go under investigation again?
Who?
Carol.
Are you talking about Carol
Oh, Carol
Baskin?
Talking
Baskin.
about
Yeah,
Carol
so
Baskin?
so that's his competition. He wanted to kill her.
Yeah, he
he wanted
wanted
to
to take her out.
I know that, but I
he-
mean,
she killed her husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like
Yeah.
she.
If
definitely
you
fed that.
really want to kill someone, you just give them some type of fish oil.
Yeah.
Bro, how descriptive was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine being the daughters of your father that got, disappeared and she's described in perfect detail. You just put a little bit of oil. Bro. What a wild show. What a wild show.
It was wild,
National
bro.
treasure. If you
my
ever
God.
sum up America, it's that show. That show
Tiger
is
King.
just perfect.
Yep.
Show.
Yeah.
I will never financially recover
Recover
from this.
Didn't care that her arm was bitten off. It was worried about money.
Going into
I have a feeling that's going to be me this week.
going into TV shows. Have you guys watched WandaVision at all?
No.
No. Stop. Don't over exaggerate.
Stop.
Don't over exaggerate.
Why?
Are you
Have you
serious
watched
right
it?
now?
Yeah, I saw it.
What is wrong with you?
Don't over.
You don't like the last episode?
The last episode was good.
Yes, the last episode.
But that's my point.
Yes.
That's my point. The last episode is finally like, oh, it's finally turning into
It's
a
a
show.
build-up.
It wasn't.
You guys
a
can talk
build-up.
about it.
Are
You can
fucking
spoil it. I'm not
crazy?
going to watch it.
Like, I kind of understand what they're trying to do. They were trying to like set up like what it
They
was in the
better not.
bubble.
Waste the potential and just have it just be Wanda.
No.
It better be something else.
I think it's gonna be that same tone from this last episode now on.
I hope so.
I 100% believe it's
you,
gonna be like
have
that.
you not read the comics, sir?
Well, House of M?
It could be multiple things. Don't get me wrong. It could be multiple things. But I hope if they introduce a certain villain in this show, they do it good.
Who?
Who?
Sway?
The devil?
No.
Mephisto?
They're not going to do it. If they're going to use him, they're not going to put him in here.
Who? What villain?
Really?
Who?
You guys serious?
Magneto?
No. They're not even related in the comics anymore.
Who?
See, I know so much stupid shit. I know all this shit.
Wait, who?
I'm thinking of this is going to House of M. That's what I'm thinking.
No,
Talking about Skrulls?
it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Skrulls?
How familiar you guys with Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Doom.
The Sinful Seven?
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
If they introduce the Sinful Seven, then they can go to Mephisto or even Nightmare if they wanted to.
It could be a possibility.
Because I have a feel the big villains, they're not going to put in the show.
Oh,
There's no way they're gonna
wait.
put
You
in
said
the show.
Nightmare?
Yeah.
Oh, then it definitely is then.
Yeah.
Because he's the villain in Doctor Strange.
There you go. Nightmare. There you go. It's probably Nightmare then.
Yep.
Probably Nightmare.
It could be because supposedly her series leads into.
Yes. In
Doctor
the end of her series, Doctor Strange is supposed to be there. Because the casting, I mean, the filming of the movies were and the shows were right there. And when they did the reshoots for WandaVision, like late last year, he was there filming 3, and they said he was on set. Oh, there you go. You have that. I hope that's the case. Because if they just make it, Wonder Woman crazy because she doesn't realize the true potential of her powers.
Nah, it's definitely someone manipulating her.
I hope if they introduce the X-Men, the world we're living in now, she already changed.
Right.
By House of M.
Right.
Saying no more mutants.
Right.
And the ones that do exist are off in space doing something else.
Right.
Already. Like the Shi'ar Empire. Like that's happening in real time. That's what I hope. Or they're in Krakoa or something. You guys know what that is,
Okay. Yep.
You know, I'm hoping that's the case. Because if they just start introducing mutants now, you're kind of defeating the purpose of Magneto,
Oh, yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to do that bullshit like parallel dimension combined shit.
Oh, I hope they don't do it like that.
Too convoluted. They can't do that.
It's cool that they might do something small like that in Doctor Strange, but I hope that's not like the permanent thing.
Yeah.
Like it will be just like cool Easter eggs, like like this character from the Fox X-Men universe popped up in that movie.
Well, the
for a
scrolls
hot
are from
minute.
space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the scrolls are from space. The Kree are from space. They could say the Shi'ar are like alternate. Yeah, see,
I'm getting to you. Don't worry.
This man's old Batman.
you could say the Shi'ar are like the multi-dimensional beings in this. And when Wanda said no more mutants, she put the X-Men that still have powers in that dimension with them, like a made up one.
Yeah.
Like a small one that she made up in her mind.
Yeah.
Because some of them are so important you can't get rid of.
Okay.
Or they would have an impact on events that she just couldn't change. Her power works by probability. Certain things still need to happen. No matter how she changes reality, certain things are still in place to get there. And the thing with her is what she changes, she doesn't know what she changed because she changed everything. So it's not a paradox. She's not that type of reality alterer. Legion is that type of reality alterer. If I had
Professor
Legion's power, I
Xavier?
could say, Kenny, I don't like you. Wipe you from existence. Your mom doesn't even know you existed, but I still do. I know what I
You're
did.
talking about Professor Xavier's son, right?
Yeah. That's the type of reality altering power Wanda doesn't have.
Yeah.
Snyder cut
March.
coming out in March.
I was absolutely lost in stuff. That's just fantastic.
Snyder cut coming out in March.
Yes.
Right. You're aware that it's going to be over a couple hours long, right?
Yes.
Four
Like
parts.
3, 4. I'm getting there.
All right.
Are you okay with it being 4 parts, 4 separate parts you have to watch?
Just
No, it's not a
fucking
4-part
Kill the movie
it's
completely.
Not a 4-part. It's a
not-
4-hour movie.
It's a 4-hour
He
movie?
had to correct people. He was like, it's not 4 parts.
It's not 4 parts. It's a 4-hour movie.
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
Just kill the movie. I mean, it just sucks. Period.
But what about Snyder's
What about Ben
original
Affleck?
like
What about Snyder's vision?
vision?
What if
for
it's
the
actually
movie?
good?
I'm gonna watch it.
What if it's
Okay.
actually good?
If it's bad,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna shut up about it.
So let me
if
ask
it's
you-
good, I'll admit okay.
What if it's just better?
If it's better than the original one,
Put out
or anything else, like everything else combined, then I'll give him complete.
What do you mean everything else combined?
Like all
like
the DC
Batman
trash
versus
movies.
Superman. You talking about like the Snyder like universe, like Batman versus Superman, like Suicide Squad.
DCU,
Yeah.
So
I'll give credit when it's due. I'm that type of person. I'll
you're,
put
you're
my foot
able
in my
to
mouth.
accept that. Are you able to accept a Suicide Squad director's cut? Because I don't know why they're doing it. They're petitioning for it right now.
They're righting their wrongs.
What are you talking
They're
about?
petitioning for
The Suicide Squad, the first movie that
yes,
came out?
They're petitioning for.
There was more content
director's cut.
taken out of that one than Justice League.
Because at the end
Like
of the
a
day,
lot.
it's freaking Warner Brothers ruining everything.
Yeah.
There's a whole. There's a whole hour of Jared Leto.
I don't
missing
know.
From Suicide
I don't.
Squad.
And that's just his character.
A whole hour.
And that's just his character.
Just
That's just his.
But that's what I'm saying. Probably every other character has an arc like that.
And I believe
But-
there was more Batman in that movie
There was
too.
Oh,
more
yeah.
Batman scenes.
Yeah.
There was more Ben Affleck scenes.
in Gotham doing his
I
shit.
don't know. I don't know about.
How do we get here to this point? Like
My
we'll make a
problem-
movie and now we're gonna be like, oh no, can we do all over again?
My problem with DC, my problem with the DC movies is that they should have had a Kevin Feige in charge.
Yeah.
Which now apparently they have one, some Asian dude.
Oh,
some Asian
yeah.
dude. But
Jim Lee?
the damage has been done.
Yep.
So you can't reverse the. I guess they're gonna try it with the Flash movie. Oh God. But why not just have a goal and go for that goal? If the movie doesn't sell well, oh well, you still got to make another one and go for the goal. It might be good.
That's what happened
You
to
know?
Marvel. Some of the first couple of movies weren't like the greatest.
But they had a Kevin Feige from the beginning. You know what I mean? The director is what changed, but like the overall. But Kevin Feige's smart enough where he knows that if people don't like a certain thing, he can change things up a little bit. You know what I mean? And just change things here and there. DC didn't have that. DC was just like,
Yeah.
pump movies out and see if they all stick.
See, I thought Zack Snyder was gonna be like that creative person because he pretty much like set that universe to like have that look and feel. But
let's face it. Zack Snyder only wanted to make a Batman movie. You can tell by the way his movies are made.
Yep.
Yeah.
All he wanted to do was make a Batman movie,
And
I would have given him 3 movies.
and
Who's making the new one?
Ben Affleck was a perfect he's my favorite Batman. He's my favorite
Are we
Batman.
gonna get into this again?
He's my favorite Batman.
You like bat nipples?
He's good for the part. He's too big of an actor to have taken that part.
No. Ben
I
Affleck
think
is
so.
humble.
I think so.
No.
The problem you're going to run into is that he couldn't be a Robert Downey Jr. And
We
I
don't want
feel
a Robert Downey Jr.
But
though.
this is my point. If you would like from a business standpoint,
Right.
If I was running DC, I would have said right up no, even if he wanted it, because the amount of money I would have to pay him to make all these appearances and put in all these movies, he just couldn't do it. I mean, he's not Batman anymore. He's not. Because he wants to go do his own other shit. That's the first thing I would have been worried about. I would have picked somebody around the 40, between 40 and 50, but I would have picked somebody who knows stunts and who actually looks like Ben Affleck. There's one actor who I would have picked.
No, just kidding.
No, I'm really familiar with kung fu movies. Like that's like my bread and butter. You know who Scott Adkins is?
No.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
I think he would have been perfect.
Yeah, I know.
He would have been perfect.
Scott Adkins.
See, the thing is with the Ben Affleck, I mean, he was a good Batman. He was a good Bruce Wayne.
He was a perfect Bruce Wayne.
I mean,
Perfect Bruce
and this is from, I talk so much shit about him when they casted him. I go, Ben Affleck, what the fuck? Then I saw him and I'm like, I can see 3 movies with him in it. I can honestly see a good, solid 3 movies.
But you know why? Because he had Kevin Smith in his ear telling him what to do. Kevin Smith, the genius. Kevin Smith knows DC. Kevin Smith knows Marvel. That dude can write his own universe of Marvel and DC.
I didn't even know he was in Doctor Strange.
He's a martial artist. He does a lot of stunt things. He would have been perfect.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
He would have been perfect. And he could have had a Bruce Wayne fight scene. You know what I mean?
I think he had they leaked like an audition tape of him actually being Bruce Wayne.
No, I had no idea.
There was some actor that leaked his own audition
was in,
tape
Doctor
for
Strange.
Batman, and it was impressive.
He would have been good. He would have been cheaper. He probably would have. He's been acting for a long time. He probably would have been okay. Be like, yeah, I'll be Bruce Wayne. I'll sign a contract with 5 movies.
I was pissed off that they fucking left at the end with Deathstroke coming up, and then they just left it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what
It's
the
not just
fuck,
me.
man?
Great. I'm glad it's not just me.
There was like a whole petition. They were like, Scott Adkins should be Batman.
I didn't even know that existed. I thought I was
That's
the only
crazy.
Now we got Robert Pattinson. We're good.
Who's bitching and complaining to do the whole thing? He doesn't want to work out in the role or whatever, and he's been complaining the whole
He's
time.
still skinny. He's a skinny Batman.
Because he's a vampire.
He's a sparkle.
He's a vampire.
He's a sparkle.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So
The movie itself would probably be good. I don't think he's a good Bruce Wayne / Batman.
Nico over here got a PS5.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
How's it treating you?
By luck, I got it. My little brother really, really wanted it. And he was telling me and my older brother, guys, go Walmart, see if you can get me one. And we were just there. I was in school too. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like on the website. I was like, oh, let me see. Added the cart. Reload. Oh, I'm at the cart. Subtotal. All right, cash out. Oh shit. I guess I got it. And for the next 2 weeks, I was like, I don't think I got it. It's not coming in. It's not coming in when they say it's coming in. And I got it.
Wow.
Then I was in my hand. And I was like, should I give it to my brother? Nah.
Where you're like, I didn't get it. I didn't know what happened.
No.
It was just-
I told him I was so mad because I waited till after class because they were texting on the phone. Then I started paying attention to class when I got it because I was like on a high and I was like, yo. And then when I got out, I texted them because they were like, oh, I didn't get it. Damn it. Try it next time. My older brother was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I couldn't get it for you. I was like, guys, I got it. But I was like, oh, you're going to give it to me, right? When he said that, I was like, that's what I started thinking. Like,
no.
So, is it everything you ever dreamed and wanted? Is it worth it? Is the hype really worth it? Should I kill
Too
someone
early to
for
tell,
a
though.
PS5?
I was just about to say that. And you have the
Really cool.
next gen systems.
I don't understand why people are going crazy for this system when there's no games.
Dude.
No games.
It's the fear of being left out.
Yep. FOMO.
It's literally the fear of being left out.
FOMO.
There you go. That's what it is. Yeah.
FOMO.
It's FOMO. It's literally what it is.
It's ridiculous though, because there's nothing to play on it. I have friends that got it, and they're just like, I don't know what to do.
You know what?
And you also have to realize too, a lot of
I got a
games that
PC.
didn't get updated for it are going to get re-released on it.
Yeah.
You know, so. But I will say, a lot of the problems I had with the PS4, user interface wise, have been fixed on the PS5.
All right.
You know, like on the Xbox, you just click a button and then you go over your friend's name, press square, you're in a party. Literally as simple as that.
Right.
It's great.
Oh, they changed it on the.
Oh, it's so easy. It's so quick. I remember in the PS4 when you were invited to a party,
Oh
you had
my
to press
God.
you had to press the home button.
Yep.
Then it took you to a whole different screen.
Yep.
The game stopped. If you were playing on a PS4 Pro and the menu and the game were two different resolutions, the whole screen would go black for 5 seconds.
Yep.
Oh.
Mine did that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That does not happen anymore. It's just like a little pop up. Press it, join, done. It's like, it's great.
You know, on PC, we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, but you have to deal with Discord.
We have to deal with that. We don't always have to deal with Discord. We choose to deal with Discord.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I actually played Cyberpunk on PC on the 2080.
What's the best way to play it?
Yeah, and it's a solid. I gave it credit. The graphics were amazing.
But you
The
got
lighting was amazing. No, I didn't get it. My buddy, he had it, and he was like, "I'm deleting this game. Do you want to try it out for a little bit?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me." It's a trash game, bro.
Are you kidding me? It is the pinnacle of gaming of our generation.
I don't know if he's serious.
I don't know if he's serious.
It is the crisis.
But I'm not gonna look at him because he's gonna fire me up.
It is the crisis.
fire
No,
me.
we're going into this right now.
I got you.
It is the crisis of our
I
time.
can't even look at you right now.
Don't even look at him.
That puts Assassin's Creed to shame.
Hold on. Just let him keep going. Just let him.
It puts God of War to shame. It puts The Witcher to shame.
You just said that.
That game is the pinnacle of next generation gaming.
All right, Big Brown. All right.
How dare you? It puts Red Dead Redemption to shame.
There is a good game there. It is just very underwhelming. If you want to go solely based on hype, it is one of the most disappointing games of our century.
I think it's amazing.
Nope. It's not. It's not.
Hey, did you be fucking for real right now?
It's where Grand Theft Auto missed their mark.
Are you
all the
fucking
stuff
out
that
of
you
your
can do in
mind
this
right now?
game?
First
Grand
off,
Theft Auto
the only
missed their
thing
mark.
Kenny plays for the audience. The only thing Kenny actually plays is Rainbow Six Siege
Thank you.
and Apex Legends.
Thank you. Two great games.
Every other game that I've tried to get him into, and I'm sure everybody here has tried to get him into, he hasn't liked and he can't stick to.
I don't mean to cut you off. I've been playing the game. It's an early access game. I go, hey, Kenny, try to hop in.
It's not even
Yeah,
finished.
cool. Early access game. I don't know what he thinks that means. It's an early access game. I already told him. Bought the game, hopped in the match, couldn't load up for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know who builds his PCs, but fucking hopped out the fucking match because he couldn't get in. He was like, I'm done with this game.
I demand a refund.
And I refunded it.
The worst.
He was like, I want a refund.
First off, when PUBG
Go ahead.
first
No.
came out,
He's making points. You shut the. You making these accusations, bro. It makes me want to fucking kick you out of your own house.
I mean, do you want to keep going about Cyberpunk?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what was important about the story. Tell me. What did you learn from this story? Tell me.
I haven't even finished the game yet. I'm still playing.
All right, so it's that good of a game. It's one of your favorite
taking
games
my
that you've
time.
ever played, and you still haven't beaten it.
No, because I'm taking my time. I'm not going through the main story like most people do. I'm not rushing. I'm doing every side quest for this game.
I will. CD Projekt Red is better at making good side quests. The side quests are usually more interesting than the main story. Yeah. All right. What do you actually like about this game?
Why y'all?
The gunplay
Is amazing.
subpar.
Amazing.
Subpar.
Amazing.
Subpar.
Crack, bro.
Subpar.
Bro.
Does Rainbow Six Siege have better gunplay than Cyberpunk?
Those are totally two different
No. First person shooter. Yeah, I can. So does it?
What has better gunplay?
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What has better open world mechanics? Grand Theft Auto or Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk.
What makes you say that?
Because the worlds are more realistic and it has real time effects.
So the world is more realistic when it takes place in a cyberpunk dystopia.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Wait, but Grand Theft Auto is in LA and it's mapped out exactly like LA.
The grass doesn't move in Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, how old is Grand Theft Auto?
You can't see smoke in Grand Theft Auto. You can't see your shadow. You can't see any of your reflections. You can't see the rain as it drips down.
Yes, you can.
Yo, you being fucking for real right now?
I'm being for real.
I don't think he is. Like, I'm not feeling
trolling. He's trolling.
No, you know what the
Your
problem
thing
is?
is, I'm not saying it's a bad game.
It's an amazing game.
I'm not even saying it's an amazing game.
It's a 10 out of 10.
It's a subpar game.
It's
not
subpar.
It's not a good game at all.
There is such a good game there.
You know,
If they
people.
were to
You know
just
why people say it's not a good game?
prioritize it
It's
so.
because they don't have the system to run that game perfectly as the way it should be.
So what about my brother? Does my brother have a good system to run it?
No,
Why not?
because he doesn't have an upgraded system.
Do you know what he has?
What does he have?
I think he has like a 2070.
Is it 2080?
Okay, he has a 2080.
Go on.
Still not enough.
What kind of processor does he have?
I don't know.
So how are you making that claim?
Because I know your brother didn't put the time and effort into building a
No,
PC.
he got it
that can run
pre-built,
this
but he
game.
got it pre-built pretty
Right.
fucking great. I mean, it's a pretty. He spent what, $2,000 on this fucking thing?
Run Cyberpunk
Oh, shut
at 4K. At 4K.
Okay, hold
game
on,
is
hold
not
on,
good. I played
hold
the
on,
game.
hold on,
It's
hold
trash, bro.
How many frames per second?
Do I get?
Yeah.
I get 71.
No, that's bullshit.
71
because there was a
frames.
glitch in the game that no matter who ran it on PC couldn't run it past 60. Yes. And if you tried to run it past 60, it's going to blow up your fucking computer. Doesn't matter if you had a 3070, a 3080, or a
I never
3090.
said I was running it in 4K. I'm running it 1440p, friend.
Didn't he?
I want proof.
I played
We're
it
going
in
upstairs
4K.
and we're gonna load this game up.
I could load it up in 4K, but I choose not to play in 4K because I love the way it looks in 1440p.
All right. Let's solve this right now. What is your favorite game of all time? Right now. Just tell me.
Oh, I don't even know.
No.
Halo.
Halo 1.
Halo 1.
Halo
The
1.
original.
It's not that bad, so I can't really.
Exactly.
That is not a bad one. No, I'll give you that.
That game is
But
amazing.
How are you saying, bro? The training mission in Cyberpunk was absolutely
No, it's Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, we're gonna call it
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk now, bro. Absolutely atrocious. The fucking melees. Like,
The
it
melees
sucks.
really suck, yeah.
It's trash, bro.
I enjoyed it.
Balancing sucks too.
I whipped out a katana and sliced things up. I enjoyed it.
What?
It's an amazing game.
There's no versatility to the open world. You can literally just drive a car or drive a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You can't drive a fucking tank.
They need updates, bro. Let them.
You can't get a flying fucking car like everybody else can.
Have you seen GTA compared to fucking Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
The physical aspects of everything.
Yeah.
You could fly a private jet in GTA.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want in GTA. That's what an open world
I'll
is
give
supposed to do.
Cyberpunk credit. The lighting, the shading, everything about it, it's nice.
There are
the
nice
most
things to say
beautiful
about
game.
it, but because you're trying to make it sound like it's the best thing,
It's an amazing
It's the
game.
messiah of video games when it's clearly not. It's pissing me off.
They
It's
try to
making
put
me-
way too much.
It's next
What I
gen.
can sum it up, they try to put way too much, and they didn't finish it.
Exactly. Which, I mean, you should have just postponed the game, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot when they put a release date.
Guys calling it a fucking masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
It's not
amazing.
a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece.
This is a problem.
It is the crisis of our generation. Cyberpunk is going to be that game that if your PC can't run Cyberpunk, you ain't shit.
It's already not.
You ain't shit.
It's already not, and it's not going to be the case.
It is.
It's not going to be the next crisis.
Yep.
Bro.
It is the next.
Not even remotely close.
No, nowhere near it. Nowhere near
Dude,
it.
they had a reef. They had to take it down from stores, bro.
When was the last time that happened? Tell me.
It's a masterpiece, though. No.
Didn't
it is.
PlayStation refund everyone?
It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, but you can't buy it off
Because it was
PlayStation.
made originally for PC. All these console players are crying because they can't run the freaking game.
It ran perfectly
because it
fine
was
on my
not for them.
PS5. It ran perfectly fine on my PS5. I wasn't getting into it. I was like, eh.
Yeah, it's not. That's the perfect sum up of the game.
I love it.
Don't get me wrong. Its immersiveness is great. I still would rather third person, but its immersiveness is great. I don't know why there isn't a toggle like GTA, but it's just it tries too hard to be something that it wishes it could be. That it gets in the way of my enjoyment of the game. Simple as that. I mean, you're gonna have this really well realized world, and you're not gonna make a comment on how humanity is still like what makes a human in this world. Everybody's fucking fake. You know, if you wanted to feel like you were a girl one day, you just take it out. A modular vagina now. Now what?
Yeah.
It's a cyborg.
You know, but that's it. Like it didn't need to be in the universe it's in to tell the story it has. Even the side quests. Maybe one or two actually have to deal with that, and they were the best ones.
I love it.
Okay.
It is the pinnacle of gaming.
He's wrong, by the way.
It is the pinnacle
He's
of
wrong.
gaming.
He's very wrong.
It is the pinnacle of gaming.
Okay, Kenny.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, you shouldn't even be qualified to talk about
Okay,
games
you
anymore.
made me play a game that was not even finished yet. That was in early
ask you a question?
access.
Go ahead.
If I go to you, hey, listen, there's a game that
Alpha.
came out last year that's early access. What do you think that is? Do you think it's a completed game, or do you think it's still in the process of
It's
going through
obviously
stages?
still in the process.
Yes,
and you would give it more leeway for that.
At least
Yeah. So if I told you that, and you go in and you spend $20 and complain is that it's not a finished game,
Well, when you pay for early access, that's where it gets a little iffy.
are you stupid or you're dumb?
Thank you. When PUBG
are those
came
my
out,
only two choices?
Yeah.
when PUBG came out, PUBG was a full game with
You
zero
understand what I'm
flaws.
saying? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Like, that's like, it's the same inauguration.
No,
Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
It's the same-
comparing it
it's
to
the same-
PUBG because when PUBG first came out, it was a full-fledged game that you could play
Yeah, but
all the time. Did it
what
have
about
bugs?
Destiny?
Yes. But
That
that's-
wasn't a full complete game.
Well, that's different. That actually got released. But what we're talking about alpha access games. When PUBG first came out, it was a full-fledged game, no flaws. You could hop into a game, no issues. Yes, there was little glitches.
Is the
here and
issue
there.
that you had to pay into it? Like, I don't understand.
No.
Oh, okay.
I still had to pay for PUBG when it came out.
Yeah, it was $30, I
Yeah.
think, right? Yeah.
But it was beautiful. It was perfect. Even with all the glitches that people found, I didn't have any issues with it. I could jump in and out of servers like nothing.
But you're mad because you couldn't even get into a fucking match.
It was trash. Every time I got
Nobody
into a
had
match,
an issue. Trill never had an issue. All the people, your boy Matt never had an issue.
and how
Stefan
many,
plays it all the
And
time.
Stefan plays it all the time, bro. Like,
What game is this?
Hell Let Loose.
hell let loose.
Never heard of it.
It's a World War II first-person shooter.
It doesn't even have realistic graphics, bro. You're getting 2D grass. You're supposed to be a real.
Why is it
So,
You're supposed to be a
graphics
realistic.
make a game good. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
No, I'm claiming that if the graphics are shitty,
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Here.
I won't play it.
Keep going. Keep going. No,
what it sounds
keep,
like.
keep grilling
If the
them,
graphics
'cause
are shitty, I won't play it.
Really?
If you still have blockiness in your grass and your grass is not moving like real grass,
So
we have a problem.
you wouldn't go back and play Super Mario 64?
That's different. That's retro.
Final
that's
Fantasy.
why we fucking lose.
I don't
Apex
understand
all
what
the
you
time.
just
Different.
said
That's
now.
retro.
That's-
That's retro.
Final
That's why we.
7.
That's why we lose Apex all the fucking time, because when we need him the most, he's looking at the fucking grass.
He's like, is the grass moving?
That's why he's always behind us. He's looking at there's blotches in the fucking grass. Kenny, we need your help over
Where's
here.
the RTX? It's not going on. What's going on?
My FPS, the fucking sky doesn't look real. Shut up.
That means it's a
If I spend $2,000 on a system, I want to play games that are going to outshine my system and show what it's worth.
Listen, I think art direction, especially when it comes to games, is more important than graphics. By more important than anything, really. If you have a good art direction, whether it looks realistic and you're trying to go for like hyper realistic, or if you're going for realistic enough where it looks real and you can still get away with like weird looking shit, or you go full on cartoony, or you do that halfway point like Zelda or something. You know, like art direction can change your perspective on something. Frames too. I think frames matter. But
Yep.
it
Performance.
looking good, I think you mean realistic, because that's what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't last long.
It's a great game.
Oh my god.
Give it a chance. Play the story.
All right.
I still give it Game of the Year.
Game of the year.
Game of the Year.
Last year, I
Yeah.
would definitely give Cyberpunk over Last of Us in a heartbeat.
Last of Us was garbage.
Last of
and
Us
it got leaked.
But Last of Us is the same thing if you want to get back into politics.
Oh.
It's the same thing. The only reason why I won is because the gaming journalists have more power than the actual gamers when it comes to certain things.
I don't
That's it.
trust the gaming journalists because they're getting paid half the time by the
Gaming
company.
journalists are journalists that couldn't make it into the mainstream.
Correct.
So they're talking about games.
Yeah, they're
They don't
getting
know
paid
what
by
the
the
fuck they're talking
companies
about.
to advertise
Yeah.
and to promote.
Exactly.
So sometimes when you're reading a review about a Microsoft game and they give it a 9 out of 10,
Yeah.
it's because Microsoft is paying them.
But they have to be very careful because they know there are certain franchises they can't fuck with. So when you have, even when it's a franchise that's really, really well known and it is a shitty game, they still give it a high 10 because they're afraid. And that's because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But the big ones are the Nintendo ones. I don't think they're all 10s. They all fucking get 10s.
Well, all the different Mario games.
Mario Kart 8 isn't a 10, it's a rehash.
The Switch version.
Yeah, it's a rehash.
Oh yeah.
Still fun.
It's just a rehash. Yeah.
But you can't. Can we give it a different score than the old one? You know what I mean? I don't think you should. I mean, yeah, it has some additional things. I would just re-edit. Switch version, better, more stuff. I mean,
Yeah. If you're watching this and
Not
you heard
charge
him
$60.
spew blasphemy, attack him, please.
Kenny's not on social media.
Your credibility is revoked, bro. You just
Bro, you don't even have a PC that can play the games at the high frame rate. You need to upgrade, bro. You need to
if I'm playing at
You
60
only
frames,
play
I'm
like
good.
3 games, and you spend so much
get
money.
trash on all of them.
library, it has 150 plus.
And what do you actually play?
About 20 of them.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I know you, and I know you don't, because I know you always play Siege or Apex.
Yeah. Because those games are great.
What about Among Us?
Among Us is a great game.
Oh, the graphics are all right with that one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
This fucking guy. He's an embarrassment to get into game world right now, bro.
Can't wait.
Here we go. He's about to lose some more credibility. If GoldenEye would have come out on PC exactly how it was, would you play it?
Of course.
All right.
GoldenEye's
Graphics
a
fucking
great game.
suck. There's angles on everything. There's angles on somebody's face.
But it's a great game.
But you just said that a game has to look fucking realistic.
For its time.
Oh no, Ken.
For its time.
Oh no.
In 2020, why are we releasing games with blocky
So
grass?
I think Cyberpunk in its time is a shitty looking game.
What about
I think it's
Minecraft?
amazing.
It's such a shitty
That's
looking game.
blocky grass.
Bro, don't even...
Even though people mod that shit to look realistic as fuck.
RTX with Minecraft is pretty crazy.
Yeah, with the ray tracing, like it blows. It looks
And
more beautiful
Cyberpunk
in real
is
life.
way too arcadey.
How's it arcadey?
It is arcadey. Dude, when I was playing and up close, when he has like a phone, that looks nice. When he has the view of everything, wide open view, sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
It plays like
Sucks.
Fallout. It's like
Field
Fallout.
of Death sucks.
Is Fallout 4? Is the Fallout New Vegas better than Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay then. So it's not the greatest game ever. My
If
God.
you're comparing those two, Fallout is a great game.
New Vegas was the best one.
What about Elder Scrolls?
I don't play that shit.
Which one?
It's either Warcraft or nothing.
I guess. What is this?
And you
Elder
have
Scrolls
120 games in your gaming library.
5? Skyrim.
What the fuck does it consist of?
Pac-Man 1 to 5.
Nah,
Mario
he plays,
What about
he plays that
Pokemon
game-
Red and
He plays
Blue?
that game with like when you play as a dick that shoots guns.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
What about Oddworld?
Oddworld is a great game.
which one?
All of them.
They're all different. They're all
Except
completely
Stranger's
different.
Wrath was weird.
That was
Xbox
That was an
one.
adventure one.
Yeah.
What was the one on the Xbox? The original Xbox?
Strange.
No, there
Abe's
was another one.
Odyssey or Munch's Odyssey.
Munch's Odyssey.
Munch's Odyssey. Great game.
That was a good one.
Great game.
Yeah.
And that again was a pinnacle of gaming for its time because of the graphics. Because that was one of the first games on the original Xbox, and
It was one of the better looking games
It
to
was
this day on
gorgeous.
the Xbox.
It was
actually.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? The PS5.
What about Conker's for Bad Fur Day?
Oh, great game.
It looks good on the
Great game.
Xbox One X because it's up-res to 4K.
Ooh.
Looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Yeah. Classic. Even
You
though
ever
the
play
original's
Conker's
still
Bad
better.
Fur Day?
The original's still better though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
64 version because they didn't censor out anything.
Nope.
And they have multiplayer.
Was
They both
was
did.
that like the only N64 like rated M game?
Back then, yes. If you were to go back and replay all of Rare's games, I mean, they're not for kids at this
No.
point.
Yeah.
No.
By today's standards, and not
No.
for kids. There's a lot of sexual innuendo in there.
New Switch.
What about the new Switch?
You getting it? I know you're getting it.
If it's real,
It is real.
if it's real,
They already found it.
but is it?
We don't-
You're saying the new Switch,
But we don't know what it is.
Are you saying like a
upgraded?
like a how a 3DS to a new 3DS is like an upgrade like that, or are you talking like a DS to a 3DS?
They haven't
Upgrade.
confirmed whether it's a Pro.
But you think it's true. So which way is it going?
I think it's just a 2DS to a 3DS.
You mean a DS to a 3DS?
A DS to a 3DS.
So then it's probably gonna have a completely different name.
yeah.
So
Play
what?
the same games, those same cartridges.
What are you thinking then?
Why didn't they do this the first time around?
What?
put an OLED screen on it, bigger battery, make it 4K compatible.
There were a lot of they were rushed. The first Switch was rushed out, obviously, because they did the rehash on it. Like 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it was rushed out because the Wii U was abysmal. But I mean, like, what are you thinking power-wise with this thing? What are you thinking they're going to do? Or is anything going to be different?
They're saying it's going to be 4K.
How?
Not mobile. When docked.
I don't know about that.
When docked.
I don't know about that.
When docked.
I'm the one who introduced you to what DLSS is.
Right.
If they use DLSS, they can get 4K docked and undocked.
Right.
Just performance would suffer.
But the screen is not 4K.
It doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
If you run 4K, even 1440p on a 1080 screen, it's going to look 10 times better regardless.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know what we're talking about now.
I don't know either.
What was that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a Switch Pro. I don't think they're going to make a Switch 2.
The only thing,
If we know Nintendo, it's going to be a Switch Pro.
the only thing that they would shoot themselves in the face with if they went with another handheld is that they still would have to use the same Joy-Cons because they kind of built like a society based on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they would need to still use Joy-Cons, so it can't really be too much of a size difference, if any.
Joy-Con drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimbo's just lost in the sauce right
Yeah,
now.
I agree with
He's
it.
like, yeah. Jimbo.
I mean, the Switch is a good system. It's just it's for what it is. It's a good system. It's but now that the new systems came out and Nintendo needs something to keep those third parties being ported over. Because already as it is, there are still certain third parties that are on current gens, the last gen systems that can't be ported over.
You can't get Call of Duty Warzone on Switch. Imagine they did that.
Yeah.
You can play it mobily.
What? A Call of Duty Warzone?
Warzone on a Switch. They could dumb it down.
Yeah, but you don't want them to dumb it down. That's the thing.
Still waiting for Apex.
Imagine
Apex is
if you
coming.
can get like a PS4 experience, a PS4 Pro experience on a Switch just by using DLSS. I mean, they won again.
I mean, that's what PSP,
They won last gen.
That's what PSP was back in the day.
Yeah, but the Switch is completely. The Switch is getting current like system games on a handheld.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different ball game. If they can manage that somehow, some way, they won another 80 mil in 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the Switch is almost at 90 mil. That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing I want to bring up.
What?
Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
Looks
I wanted to bring that up.
You saw the trailer?
Saw it?
Yeah.
You saw possibly Mecha Godzilla in the
Yeah.
movie?
No, he's there. He's in the
You
trailer.
think he's in it?
No, you see him in the trailer.
You see a glimpse of something.
No. You see him in the trailer.
It's a glimpse.
In the trailer, when the people are like walking down those stairs in between those buildings,
Yeah.
that's him. You could pause. You see Mecha Godzilla's face. That's him.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now. I want
I
to
don't
see
think
this.
his graphics card was able to handle it.
This dude.
That's why you couldn't see it. It
See
was
right there.
Oh my god.
He's lagging. See, that's fucking Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, the red line. The red light.
That's him. There you go.
So the question is, because they're promoting the shit out of this movie, they keep saying, who's going to win, Godzilla or King Kong? This is the last slice, boys.
Godzilla's gonna win. Toho is not gonna give them the benefit of letting Godzilla lose.
Yeah?
Godzilla's gonna win.
But don't forget, this is an American Godzilla now.
Toho, who still owns the right
Correct.
to Godzilla,
Correct.
probably has things in their contract that say he can't lose.
Okay. True.
He
For
didn't
real?
lose. He didn't lose the old one.
Correct. True.
They're one of the producers for the Godzilla movies, right?
Right. Legendary is the one that's been producing them completely.
What about King
producing
Kong?
and
Did they
distributing.
do that too? To
That's
produce it?
Legendary. I think Legendary owns the rights to King Kong now.
True. Godzilla or King Kong?
Godzilla or King Kong?
Who's going to win?
I don't know. I saw that line. It said Kong don't bow down to no one, so I don't know.
They're gonna have a fight.
Yeah,
it's so
multiple
easy. They're gonna have a
fights.
fight, and then the third party is gonna come in. Then they're gonna work together. Then they're gonna be best friends.
Maybe
They're gonna hold
like
hands.
it'll look like, I don't know, Godzilla will have him down, King Kong, and he's about to like fuck him up, and then you're gonna have like Mega Godzilla come out of nowhere, and they're gonna be like, all right, we gotta team up to fuck up this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Essentially,
Jimbo?
that's what's
King
gonna
Kong.
happen.
I'm gonna
King
go with
Kong?
King Kong.
I want King Kong to win. I do. but
I want the
don't- I
underdog
don't think
to
it's
win.
gonna happen.
I'm going to go with King Kong, and this is a broad theory. I think King Kong's going to kill Godzilla, right? Proving his dominance.
That already happened though
But
in the second one.
right, but I feel like at the end of this movie, they're gonna put like a little teaser thing to keep the franchise up, and you're gonna see baby King Kong. Remember little King Kong from back in the day?
You really think they're gonna
Little
bring
Godzilla?
You really think they're gonna?
I mean, little Godzilla. Sorry, little Godzilla. I think there's Junior. I think there's gonna be an egg at the end of the movie, and it's gonna be Junior Godzilla.
Yeah.
They've planted so many seeds for like all the monsters that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with this shit. My
There's a
mom used to
bat,
leave on,
there's a
old
Rodan.
Godzilla on.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
and my brother watched when we were little. They planted so many seeds for all the monsters. Now, from a distributing business standpoint, I know that the movie after this one is supposed to be the last one. But
With the last Godzilla movie?
it's supposed to be the last one in this continuity. But Toho is rethinking their contract with them. I think they're actually making a deal right now where they're both going to produce movies, and it's all going to be in the connected universe.
Okay.
So the next one might not be the next one, because I think the next one is Destroy All Monsters after
Right.
King of Monsters, Destroy All Monsters. But there's also a rumor that Toho is going to team up with Legendary and create an Ultraman movie. So let's see how that fits in.
I was gonna think Pacific Rim was gonna come in and join them in the kaiju universe.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But I would like that, but you have to do so much maneuvering for that to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just say that Godzilla existed in the universe. So why didn't anybody try to get Godzilla to like herd him into fighting those things? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it still could. It is legendary.
So isn't originally Mechagodzilla was created by like an alien race?
Yes.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you think they would introduce like some type of alien race at the end of this movie?
Possibly.
Oh,
And
they
then-
could.
And that would introduce that alien that was in that Godzilla movie. Remember that alien kaiju? It was like red and black, and it looked like a Godzilla, but it was a different monster.
Oh, I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what the fuck
He had like fins or something on his
Yeah,
side.
he had like fins coming out on the
Yeah,
sides.
I know what you're talking
He
about.
was like an alien
Yeah.
Which movie?
in
It
King
was-
Kong. I mean, in
Oh.
Godzilla.
Which Godzilla movie was that? It was like an old one.
Oh, all right. We're talking. I thought you were talking about the new
Yeah.
movies.
No, not the
There's so many. You got Orca, which is the UFO looking one.
Yep.
And then you have Destroyer. Is that the one you talking? The one that killed
Yes.
him?
Destroyer.
And Junior came up.
Yes.
Yep.
Destroyer. They already foreshadowed. Remember that bomb that they used when he was fighting him underwater?
Yes.
Yeah.
That bomb is what causes Destroyer to be created. It mutates crabs.
Oh.
That bomb, the oxygen bomber. Yeah, Destroyer. Yeah, they already foreshadowed that. Yeah. They I don't think he's gonna be in this movie, but
Yeah.
they can bring him in. Obviously, the rumor is that Mechagodzilla is being controlled by the Ghidorah head that
By
those guys
that
got.
organization.
Yeah, they extracted the brain and the regenerative properties, and they combined it with the bones that they had.
But didn't they have a Mecha Ghidorah at one point?
They could bring that in too. Yeah,
There was a Mecha
There was a
Ghidorah.
Mecha Ghidorah too.
Yeah.
there was some Mecha everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh man.
Apparently, if the deal goes through, Mothra's gonna get her own movie.
Ooh.
Mothra.
No, I said ooh.
Yeah. Kong's gonna be in line for more movies.
Who's the
Godzilla's
turtle?
gonna get 2 more.
Who's the snapping turtle?
The turtle. I forgot his name.
Gamera.
Damn, bro.
Oh, I just thought about that. If Toho is in charge, they could bring him in too. I mean, he travels the fucking galaxy because he's like a fucking
There you go.
Beyblade. But
There you go.
He's a Beyblade.
I mean, they could.
Oh man.
They could do that.
Oh boy.
Well, boys, this has been a fun episode. Got pretty political.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm impressed. I had no idea there was other things than
Godzilla and King Kong.
I told you, man.
I just
told
thought
you.
it was Godzilla. I
You need
didn't-
to sit down
Told you.
and just watch all the Godzillas. You'll be watching like 20-something movies.
You have all of them.
I have most of them, but you need
Yeah.
to sit down and just watch them.
I had no
I
idea
just
there was an extent.
I just know all the Godzilla stuff from him when I was a kid.
It's a whole universe.
I didn't know
have
that.
all
Well,
of
no.
them.
That's crazy.
That's why when King of Monsters was like, when I was watching it in theaters and the theme song hit, I was like, yes, that's the theme song. Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another fine episode. We are in our temporary studio at the moment, I would say.
We're in the bodega shop.
We're in the bodega right now. This
We're
is
in the
bodega
shop right now.
So we're in our temporary studio. I know we were gone for a little bit, but We had some contracting issues. Robin Hood tried to shut us down, but
That's right.
you know, we can't be shut down.
No,
We're
no.
back.
Oh, also, too, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a retard. But if you want, buy some GameStop stock or AMC stock. You'll be helping your country out.
Yeah, for real.
You'll be helping your country out, but don't listen to me. I'm a retard.
Yeah.
You got.
Let's turn Monday into a shit show. Let's do it.
I'm waking up, bro, and I'm gonna be fucking. I'm just gonna be wired, bro. I'm just gonna be wired.
If it's postponed, like if they postpone the actual like readings, then you know they're doing some funky shit.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nico, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
Thank you, bro.
Miss you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Me and Nico are going to be coming back with a season 2 of expired considerations.
Yeah.
We get hear all about our personal lives.
That's right.
And our sexcapades, as I like to call it.
Yep.
So that's gonna look out for that. Jimmy,
we'll post something on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimbo, can you hit us with a plug right now? What do we got?
Right now?
Yeah, what are we on?
I don't even. What are we on? We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Did I say that already? I did say that already, right? Yeah. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Trump is banned.
Yes.
Thank you to the 2 Doom Men.
Hey, thank you for the 2 Doom Men. That should be coming out soon. Yeah. So we're on YouTube. We are on Instagram at the Last Slice Podcast. You can catch all our highlights on there, and that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, we're coming back strong, man. So.
We're gonna make an OnlyFans soon.
Man, I was thinking about buying OnlyFans stock. Let me stop.
Oh my God.
Let me stop.
Yo,
Let's
people
stop.
buy feet pics, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can start selling your feet.
Yeah.
Yo, you can sell pictures of your feet.
You know what?
Pizza pies.
You know what? I'm gonna
Pizza pies.
Feet in pizza pies.
There you go.
I'm gonna start selling feet pics of my feet in pizza pies and my feet in bodegas, barefoot on a bodega floor.
Oh
in the
my
middle of the
God.
Bronx, I'm gonna come with you. Just take my shoe off, slap it right. in the
Put it on the Wonder Bread.
You have to like record the picture of it. The video of it slapping.
That's one way how to get COVID right there.
Yeah.
1 week his feet is gonna be in pepperoni. Another week he's gonna be in prosciutto, slice. You know,
That's it. That's it.
all that.
Yep.
The good meats.
But thank you for being on. We appreciate
no
it.
problem. Thanks for having
This is
me.
a fun episode. You can catch it. We should be releasing it this Thursday, I believe.
I believe so.
Right?
Yes.
And yeah, so check us out. Thank you for being on. And that's it. We're going to keep going. We're going to come back stronger than ever later.
Have a good one.
Peace
guys.
out.